started today, the Redskins would be the second wildcard team in the NFC. Max, has Kirk officially proved that he's a franchise quarterback?
The answer is no, and I take no pleasure in saying that, even though he plays for Washington and I'm a Giants fan, and that, colors the way you see things. But no, we sat down with Kirk Cousins at training camp this year when we were down in Washington and
very nice guy
in the area. Real nice guy, rooting for him, wish him the best. But I think what he's proven is that he's a real starting NFL quarterback. What we've seen in recent years, Stephen A., last couple of years, is even Osweiler's big contract was not a franchise quarterback contract. It was shorter in length and guaranteed money. Teams are starting to hedge because they realize just because that's the best available guy, and he will be in this offseason the best available free agent, doesn't make him a franchise quarterback like Andrew Luck or Russell Wilson or someone like that. So the answer is no. He is throwing it down the field better than he ever has. Instead of just dinking and dunking, he's having some success. We should keep in mind this is a contract year for him. But I don't believe he is a franchise-level quarterback.
Well, when we say franchise-level, do I think he's on the level of a Tom Brady or a Drew Brees or something? Of course not. But franchise-level in terms of being a perennial starting quarterback who goes out there and can throw for 4,000 yards for you and have a QBR of around 60 or better and make sure he's throwing about 25 to 30 touchdowns a year, I think Kirk Cousins has proven that he's capable of doing that, and he deserves his respect. This is where, and I've never been the biggest fan of Kirk Cousins, even though I agree with y'all. I met him. He seems a really nice guy, and I definitely, even though I can't stand him talking you like that and all of that other stuff, because that's a bad sign for me. Here's the deal. Kirk Cousins bet on himself, and my respect for him elevated exponentially when he bet on himself, was willing to sign for 1 year, $19.95 million franchise tag, and then he goes out there and he's doing what he's doing. Now, I do know a few cats on the Redskins who sat up there and say, yo, he's looking out for his numbers and trying to make sure that he, produces his necessary numbers because he wants to get that contract. But it doesn't negate the fact that they're winning games. They got a respectable record. If the playoffs were to begin today, they would be in it. He's their quarterback. And when you consider the fact that he's the immediate successor from the residue of an RG3, where he puts his head down, he goes out there and performs, and his best ability is his availability because he's always there. I gotta give respect.
I want to
define franchise quarterback because often this comes up with Joe Flacco or Eli Manning. Are they elite? Forget about elite for a second. They're franchise quarterbacks in this sense. Their teams aren't looking. If Kirk Cousins is your quarterback, that team is still looking, can we do a little better? To me, that's not a franchise quarterback.
That's fair. Coming up next, the Nature Boy has a bone to pick with Max and Stephen A. What has Ric Flair all fired up? Find out next.
McGregor and Floyd Mayweather will be a great fight is absurd. The fact that Floyd Mayweather is in his own territory, you have to actually box. Come on, Conor McGregor. It ain't happening.
Because let's be serious. Mayweather has fought and beat Hall of Famers. Who have you beat? Who has your marquee matchup been? And Aldo? Okay, I'll give you that. But he's clearly, as we've seen since then, past his prime.
Every fighter that steps into the ring, Max, and you know this better than anyone, whether he's an A-level fighter or a C-level fighter, has a puncher's chance. And we all know what McGregor does when he hits someone. They go to sleep. Night-night, Floyd.
Oh, sun's out, guns out with the speed bag right there.
He did a good job. He did a good job with the speed bag. Better job than his argument.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's not a good argument.
Yes.
All right, let's leave it there. Only one more day to submit, and we are going to announce the winners on Wednesday. So get those in. Last day to send in your videos. But we also have a special message, gentlemen, from our own Stu Gotts and the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
The Nature Boy!
I've heard a lot about this. I haven't seen it.
All right, Stephen A. Smith, you have your tag team partner on First Take. It's Max Kellerman, and I figured to get on First Take, I needed to recruit one of my own. So I brought in a legend.
Woo! Stephen A., it's the Nature Boy, your North Carolina brother, the most knowledgeable athlete in sports today. That's me. I can talk about why LeBron is better than KD. I can talk about why LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. I can talk about why Michigan's going to beat Ohio State. I can talk about why someone's going to beat Alabama. I am with a genius. This guy and I will blow you and Kellerman off the show. I love you, Stephen A. Max, you got a lot to learn. Number one, legend. Woo! Limousine riding. Styling profiling. Looking as only we can look. Captivating every woman in Miami as I speak right now. Bringing it to Bristol. That's right, to Bristol, Connecticut, to be on First Take. And good golly, Miss Molly, I cannot wait to meet you. Woo! Stugotz, Nature Boy, on the way to Bristol. Limousine riding. Jet flying. Kiss stealing. Wheeling and dealing, and I'm having a hard time right now. Stugotz, hold these Ferragamos down. Woo! Woo, woo, woo!
Gotta love the Nature Boy.
Well, listen, the Nature Boy's a bad boy.
You don't want it at the debate
He
desk, Rick, with me.
challenged you.
Believe me.
Listen.
You don't want it with me.
Why?
At the debate desk? That's a bad look.
You know, he might have a shot. He's got no
He
shot
can
with
talk
me.
on a myriad of subjects. You heard it. LeBron,
I will.
Go 3
Michigan.
rounds with him first to even qualify to argue with me, Ric Flair.
I would say this. He lost before it even began because he talked about adding Stugotz. Come on now. Stugotz.
it.
First of all, understand
Stop
something about
it.
Stugotz. Stugotz wouldn't show up here because Stugotz don't want to leave Miami, which I cannot blame him
Yeah.
for.
You don't need to be down in Miami. It's too distracting for you.
leave Miami.
You
not
wouldn't
only
be able to focus.
that's how they messed up point number 2. Because if you really want a piece of me,
Yeah.
you should have invited me to Miami. Not talked about coming to Bristol.
Yep.
'Cause I
I'm
would-
available to go to
Ever since
Miami,
LeBron
too.
left, you have to go to Cleveland instead of Miami all the time.
I still don't talk to LeBron because of that.
So do you accept the challenge? If they want to come
if
here?
they want me to come to Miami, but they don't need to come
okay.
to Bristol. I mean, well, I don't need them here.
Okay. Can we go to Miami, too? Because I want to go.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, you're such a
I
hater.
guess.
I'm fun.
I guess.
You're the worst.
Why isn't everyone already in Miami?
I guess.
Like, why does everyone not live in Miami to begin with?
I'm just saying. What do you want me to say? What do you?
I guess.
you know
Whatever.
what? I miss South Beach so much. I mean, I
don't need to be down there. I can control
look at
myself. You don't need to.
This is how I look at LeBron, Max, every time I see him.
That's your regular look. What are you,
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about?
That's not my
That's
regular
your
look.
usual
'Cause
smug.
look
You
at
just are missing the
only,
teeth.
The
Swirl
only
the
thing I
teeth.
said to LeBron in 2 years is, I'm wearing long johns. Because they had me out doing sports in 4-degree
You
weather
don't even
because
own
of him.
long
Because,
johns.
oh yes, I'm
Stop
wearing
it
them
right
now.
now.
It's snowing outside. I'm wearing them
Stop
long johns
it.
right now. I ain't lying.
Nothing wrong with that.
I ain't lying.
What's wrong
Raiders,
with the long
Texans.
johns?
Who wins for Mexico City?
Raiders.
Thermal underwear?
Raiders.
The Raiders.
Raiders.
Just win, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Raiders.
Raiders.
All right. That was fun. Can't wait to see them here in Bristol or us in Miami. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Enjoy the game.